You can't just jump into automations.
Yes.
Because if you don't know how it works manually, you can't put an automation together. I mean, I just had a conversation not that long ago with a client and we're trying to set up automations. And they're like, well, sometimes we'll go out and do the service, but we don't have the agreement signed. So we still need the agreement signed. And I'm like, that doesn't work with automation because my automation that we want to set up is triggered on them signing the agreement. So if you say
Right.
that, like we lose track of them. And so they actually had to go back to the drawing board and think about what they wanted that process to be because then they're kind of like, yeah, that is causing a problem because sometimes the service person doesn't get the agreement signed and then we lose track of it. And yeah. And so I'm like, so they went back to figure out, okay, how can we make this process go step by step? Because if
Yeah.
you do it manually, you can't. Automations don't work. They'll break.
Right.
Pause for
Right. That's such a smart way to look at it too, because even like with an SOP, for example, you need to give a step by step way on how you do this particular process. I think the same relates to a CRM. Like, step one is the contact, step two is signing the agreement, step three is the service. But if you never get step two done, you can't move on to step three.
Mhm.
And that's exactly what you're talking about when it comes to the automations is like you have to have your step by step. Having all that in place before you get to the automations not only helps you understand how the process is going to work, but also protects you as a business, I think. Like, I mean, I've done it. I've done a service without having an agreement signed.
Yeah.
And then, like, shoot, I shouldn't have done that.
Now what do I do?
It's like, we've all done it, right? Yeah. Having that process in place manually to then go into the automations kind of gives you almost like a backbone as a business owner. Sorry, I can't move on to doing this until this step is done. So, yeah, I love that point about having it manually so you can actually see your step by steps before you can get to automation because it is a step by step process.
Yeah.
Even though somebody's doing it for us, that's a computer.
But yeah, but I mean, even if you wanted to delegate it to somebody, they need a step-by-step process.
Exactly.